In 1870, in Riga, Green Street 4, Theodore Rigard opens the first chocolate factory in Latvia. Over the years, Rigard's factory became one of the largest sweet manufacturers in the Baltic states and Russia. But in 1881, Gegenger's factory is founded. It manufactures everything from chocolate to canned fish. Gegenger's factory became the main competitor of Rigard's factory. 30 years later, several Hebrew merchants established a factory of sweets, Maķedoni, with only 4 employees initially. The factory was located in Riga, Miera Street. The company grew rapidly, expanded its activity, and in 1930 it already employed 500 people. In 1925, the founders of Maķedoni from a new joint stocks company called Laima, and a few years later started producing various types of sweets, including chewing gum. The sweets of Laima are exported in 1938 to the USA, Great Britain, Africa, France, and Sweden. In present days, the most popular brands of sweets, Laima, gets a new visual identity, but in the future, Orkla Confectionery and Snacks Latvia will make a multi-million investment in the construction of a new, modern, multifunctional production facility in Latvia, Ādaži. The new production facility will provide Orkla Confectionery and Snacks Latvia with growth opportunities that correspond with the long-term strategic vision of the company's development in Latvia in terms of production size, scale, and capacity. The total investment in the new production facility and further development of Orkla Confectionery and Snacks Latvia will be up to 20 million euros within a 3-year period.
Chocolate is a typical sweet made of cacao beans. It is made in a form of a liquid, paste, or used as a flavor ingredient for other foods. In present day, the word chocolate is understood as a candy, but actually it is a sweet. It has very bitter taste. Sugar causes the chocolate to have a sweet taste. It also contains a lot of carbohydrates, which is why chocolate is a rich source of energy. Chocolate is originated from the Central and South America. Mayans and Aztecs have used roasted cacao beans to make drinks. The word chocolate originates from the name of the Aztec word, which means bitter water. In Europe, chocolate was introduced after the great geographic revelations, and it was popular between aristocrats in the 17th and 18th centuries. The rest of the nation could not afford chocolate because it was too expensive. Climate conditions did not allow cacao to grow in Europe and produced chocolate on the spot. Raw materials had to be imported from other countries. Nowadays, most cocoa beans are harvested in West Africa. Laima chocolate is made from high-quality cocoa beans, and that's why over the years, Laima has not only become the raging champion of confections, but also a national treasure.
The 3 main varieties of cocoa plant are Forastero, Criollo, and Trinitario. The first is the most widely used, comprising 80 to 90% of the world production of cocoa. Cocoa beans of Criollo variety are rarer and considered a delicacy. Criollo plantations have lower yields than those of Forastero and also tend to be less resistant to several diseases that attack the cocoa plant, hence very few countries still produce it. One of the largest producers of Criollo beans is Venezuela, Chihuahua, and Porcelana. Trinitario from Trinidad is a hybrid between Criollo and Forastero varieties. It is considered to be of much higher quality than Forastero, has higher yields, and is more resistant to disease than Criollo.
The Latvian chocolate legend Laima guards many stories of the time, people, and love. We have always wanted to share these stories with the lovers of chocolate. Thus, the chocolate room was opened in 2005 on the 135th company anniversary. In the chocolate room, long-time employee and rich storyteller Valentine's Cardinal introduces visitors to the history of chocolate making and the factory, and offers samples of Laima products. As production developed, interest grew, and sanitary norms became stricter. The chocolate room was closed with the goal of starting work on the entire museum. The reconstruction of the Laima Chocolate Museum's administrative building began in May 2012. In 1939, architect Stanislav Alois Burbels designed the building, which is now included on the list of industrial heritage sites of Latvia. Within 2 years, the building, lovingly named by our guests as the Chocolate House, reclaimed its outer beauty and was filled with memories, feelings, pride, and love. The museum has been created within the framework of the Baltic Chocolate Museum Reconstruction Project, with the support of European Regional Development Fund. It is the largest chocolate museum in the Baltic region. The restoration and creation of the building and museum is an important investment into the development of the Mir Street Art District, an area the city of Riga plans to revitalize into a cultural district. In 2012, Laima brand is added to SIA Orkla Confectionery and Snacks Latvia, one of the leading confectionery and snack companies in the Baltic states, representing historic brands like Salga, Staburadze, Ādara Čipši, also known as the original Tafel Snacks, Old Town Bakery, Pedro, Mama's, and Laima Chocolate Museum.
And here we are, next to the recently reconstructed clock of Laima, which is located next to the Freedom Monument. The yellow-brown clock has been a meeting place since it was founded by Social Democrats in 1924, so people wouldn't be late for work. For decades, it has advertised Laima's chocolate, and it is well known because many sweet romances have started there. It is a typical rendezvous place. The clock was repaired some years ago, and its time is now synchronized twice a day by satellite. Despite Laima being located not so near to the center of Riga, this clock is in the heart of the city. If you want to meet someone in Riga, then say, "Let's meet at the Laima clock," and everything will be clear. It has the factory's main sweets names such as chocolate, caramel, candy, and zephyr written on it. The clock is a place which you have to visit when you are in Riga.